Thomas Morris, The Mystery of the Exploding Teeth, and Other Curiosities from the History of Medicine. Delve into the fascinating world of peculiar medical cases, centuries-old treatments, and the evolution of modern medicine with the summary of Thomas Morris, The Mystery of the Exploding Teeth, and Other Curiosities from the History of Medicine. As you embark on this unusual journey, expect remarkable accounts of diseases and conditions that might leave you baffled yet captivated. The book also explores historic treatments like bloodletting and introduces you to the era of heroic surgeries that, though shocking, helped shape today's medical practices. Perfect for those with a taste for the bizarre, this summary will broaden your understanding of the medical field's past and the seemingly impossible cases it encountered.
The Mystery of Exploding Teeth. The International Classification of Diseases has identified over 12,000 medical disorders. But in former times, doctors often struggled to cure unidentified diseases. Take the case of patients with exploding teeth where the tooth exploded, and the pain suddenly vanished. Dentists who reported these cases put forward their own explanations, some blaming the chemicals used in fillings, others a buildup of electrical charge. However, none of these explanations has been widely accepted. Even the theory that patients were exaggerating has its problems. The mystery of the exploding teeth remains unsolved for now. Objects inside the body. People have been putting foreign objects in their bodies for many years, and it is more common than you may think. Medical records have documented many cases of objects like forks, knives, and even light bulbs getting stuck in patients' bodies. Some individuals attempt to solve constipation by inserting objects rectally, and others swallow objects as party tricks. These accidents keep overworked doctors occupied as they extract foreign objects from patients' bodies. Unfortunately, foreign objects can cause severe internal damage, leading to death in some cases. Deadly medical procedures. In the past, doctors prescribed treatments that could be as harmful as the illnesses they were meant to cure. Bleeding, bloodletting, and other reckless procedures were common, with no scientific basis for their effectiveness. This summary highlights the story of Lord Anthony Gray, who became a victim of old-fashioned medical quackery. Dr. Charles Goodall tried various procedures to revive the Earl, including bloodletting, applying snuff and chemical solutions in his nostrils, and searing his scalp with a hot frying pan. Ultimately, none of these techniques worked, and Goodall had to give up. Despite the absurdity of these treatments, they were once recommended by supposedly knowledgeable doctors, making surgery seem like a more merciful option in comparison. The grim reality of early surgery. Before anesthesia and antiseptic practices, surgeries were excruciating and life-threatening. Heroic surgery was often groundbreaking but highly risky. The sad case of Hu Lu, a poor Chinese laborer with elephantiasis, showcases this era's grim reality. His long, painful, and ultimately unsuccessful operation was witnessed by 680 people and led to soul-searching in the medical community. Hu Lu's tragic experience marked the end of the heroic era of surgery. Surviving the odds. The summary discusses stories of individuals who became famous for surviving deadly accidents in the 19th century. Though many people make a name for themselves by excelling in their fields of expertise, others become famous due to their resilience and ability to survive against all odds. The story of Thomas Tipple, a man who survived being impaled by a carriage and lived for another 11 years without proper medical care, is discussed. Another story tells of an anonymous Frenchman who survived hammering a 4-inch dagger into his skull. These stories illustrate how the human body can be remarkably sturdy and resilient. Medical tall tales. Medical journals throughout history have published absurd and impossible accounts of illnesses and cures. Doctors and readers alike were sometimes unable to discern fact from fiction. For instance, in the 17th century, Dr. William Harvey vouched for the authenticity of Thomas Parr, a supposed 152-year-old man, who was later confirmed to have died much younger. Other tall tales include the story of a gardener who emerged unharmed after spending 16 hours underwater and a woman who spent 3 days submerged. These stories show that doctors of the past were not always successful in upholding the truth.
As we wrap up our exploration of the mystery of the exploding teeth, we cannot help but marvel at the strange cases, misguided treatments, and remarkable tales that shape the history of medicine. The myriad of mysteries faced by healthcare professionals throughout the centuries exposes the sheer resilience of the human body, and the innovative thinking sparked by adversity. Recognizing the remarkable evolution of medicine from its dire beginnings, this summary has undoubtedly changed how we view modern healthcare. As medicine continues to progress, we will undoubtedly uncover more astounding stories and perhaps even stumble upon the answers to the lingering mysteries we have encountered in Thomas More's captivating collection.